How's it going, guys? My name is Lost, and welcome to another Kingdom Hearts Union Cross video. So guys, the Foretellers, all 5 of them, have been released in the JP version of the game, and alongside that, Global has started to get them as well, starting with HD Ava EX Plus. So, I wanted to do a video to give my honest opinions and thoughts on each of the Foreteller medals to kind of give you an idea to anybody who has not pulled yet or is still undecided as to which one it is that you should personally go for. Now, I know that I do not know everyone's Keyblade setups, what kind of medals they have, etc, etc. I'm just giving you my thoughts on what these medals do, or letting you know what these medals do, and as to which one it is that you should go for. So I'm pretty much gonna go from like top to bottom as to which ones you should grab. Now, as always, I want to make sure that I give credit where credit is due, because I'm not that type of guy who likes to grab, information and whatnot and not give any credit to others. So, Damo279, who is a KHUX YouTuber, he is a KHUX global YouTuber who is strictly free to play, who makes guides to pretty much everything, and not only that, but also lets all of the free-to-play players in global know about some medals and events that are to come from the JP side. So there was a video that he did that is similar to what I'm doing now, which he gave his thoughts and opinions on these medals. So I pretty much got the idea from that, and not only that, but I also did have some subscribers ask for me to do this type of video for them. So thank you so much to Damo, because I did make sure that he was okay with it. But thank you for allowing me to do this type of video for my subscribers and my channel and whatnot. And I'm going to be putting his channel and the video that I watched in the description below. Alongside that, I will be putting his Twitter. If you do have a Twitter, make sure to go follow him and let him know that I sent him over there, or I sent you guys over there to his Twitter to follow him, because I believe he just got it recently. So we're trying to get him to be part of the Twitter community. But anyway, so guys, let's go ahead and start it off. First medal I'm going to be talking about is HD Era EX Kai or Plus. So HD Era EX Plus, he deals 6 hits, and for 1 turn, the strength, upright, and power strength goes up by 7. Speed defense at 7. Special attack bonus goes up by 120. That is the highest so far out of any medal of the game that you can get that extra special attack bonus, which is pretty awesome. I'm not complaining. Target's defense, upright, and PSM defense go down by -7. Speed strength goes by -3. You also do get 2 gauges. The counters, which is the red and blue counter on enemies, goes up by 2. More damage the higher your HP, and the next medal attacks with a power attribute. So, if you are wanting to get a medal where it will give you some extra damage to not only this medal, but to all of your other medal setups, depending on where you put this medal, I would highly recommend that you go for HD Era. If you are going for a Keyblade type setup that is like strictly like damage dealing, you want to deal the biggest amount of damage ever to, like, say, raid bosses, to PvE, PvP, etc, etc. HD Era is definitely your guy as of right now. But do note that these medals most likely will get replaced within, say, like the next month or so, only because that is exactly what had happened with the previous Foreteller medals, where after anniversary, the 2nd anniversary for JP, they got replaced super quickly. So you never know if the possibility of this could happen to the current new Foretellers, the HD Foretellers. The chances of it happening could be possible. So again, if you are wanting a Foreteller that is strictly on damage and whatnot, I would definitely go with HD Era EX Plus. Now, if you want a balanced medal, I would highly recommend you pick up HD Ava EX Plus or Kai, because Ava is very balanced between defense and offense. So for 3 hits, 1 turn, strength, upright, and magic strength goes up by +7. PSM defense goes up by +7. Special attack bonus only goes up to 100% and not 120%. Target's defense, upright, and magic defense at -7. PSM strength at -3. Gauges is +2. The counters add to +2. More damage the higher the HP, and next medal attacks with magic attribute. Now, before I continue though, I also want to let you know that all of the abilities, the buffs and the debuffs that these Foreteller medals do has the override ability. So you got to make sure that you use this medal or excuse me, these Foreteller medals after you use your buffing medals. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, why would I need the buffing medals if I already have, like, say, HD Era or HD Ava that's pretty much going to be covering everything? Think about it. HD Era, he does do PSM defense and PSM attack. Excuse me, no, he doesn't do PSM attack. HD Ava does PSM defense as well, but for yourself and the enemy. The thing is, though, they don't cover every single thing. So especially if you have a Keyblade where it's like a mixture of like upright, speed, power, etc., etc., you're gonna need a buffing medal to make sure that that is covered, which is why I tell people who ask me that whether or not you should use this as your main buffer. I'm like, if you are sticking to like a straight power setup and you have Era and you want to use Era as your main buffer, I would say do that only if it's a straight power setup, because if you use any other attribute, you're going to be missing out on damage. Same thing with Ava. So make sure that whether you're using Kairi or Xion EX Kai, whichever Kairi it is that you have, or Xion, make sure that these Foreteller medals come after, because some of the abilities, like take HD Ava, Kairi EX Kai has that -2 PSM, HD Ava has 3, so HD Ava is gonna overwrite that, because if you do it the other way around, where Ava comes first and then Kairi's gonna overwrite what Ava is already doing, so you're gonna be missing out on a -1 PSM attack on the enemy. So definitely do think about that. But in my opinion, though, guys, if between these two medals, because these two medals right here specifically are the best ones out of the 5 Foretellers. Again, if you want a straight power type medal where you want the most damage, I would say go for HD Era. If you want a balanced medal, I would definitely go for HD Ava for defense and power. Now, aside from that, though, guys, the other 3 medals, the other 3 Foretellers that I want to talk about is HD Envy, HD Aced, and HD Gula. They all pretty much do the exact same thing, except there is a difference to them. But the biggest thing between these 3 medals is that the abilities last for 3 turns, which is pretty good. In certain situations, definitely will not work out for you in PvP, because if somebody has Kairi, that's gonna get overridden real quick, and this medal is pretty much just treated as a damage dealer. So let's go with HD Aced. HD Aced deals 4 hits for 3 turns. Again, 3 turns, so it can be used for, like, say, raid bosses, PvE, etc., other than PvP. For 3 turns, strength, upright, and power strength goes up by +7. Speed defense +7. Special attack bonus for all of these 3 medals go up by +100. Target's defense, upright, and power defense at -7. Speed strength is at -3, adds 2 gauges. The counters go up by +2. More damage and higher HP. The next medal attacks with power attribute. Now, the difference between Aced, Gula, and Envy is that Gula, instead of lowering the speed strength by -3 to what Aced is doing, Gula reduces the magic strength by -3. Envy reduces the power strength by -3. So pretty much what they're doing, and I'm gonna give credit to a subscriber of mine who commented on one of my videos, which I can't remember exactly which one it was, but he mentioned that the only reason why they are doing this is because they are trying to make sure that the enemy that they are facing, like take example like Gula is facing up against a magic attribute person, is facing up against a magic type Heartless. You want to make sure, pretty much what Gula is trying to do is making it so that the magic type Heartless is going to be doing less damage, which is a good thing, and also as well, it can help you out in like other types of situations. And that's, you could say the same thing for HD Aced and HD Envy. They're pretty much, in a way, they are trying to make the enemy a little bit weaker so that they don't do too much damage, especially if, say, take example, you're trying to do a Turtling type setup. HD Aced, HD Gula, and HD Envy could be your medals, depending on the attribute it is that you're going up against. They could be the medals that can give you a bit of extra damage. Not only that, but I mean, just like in general, like these medals right here can definitely give you the buffs that you need, which is pretty sweet. And honestly, I can't complain too much about them. But other than that, though, guys, if you are trying to figure out as to which one it is that you want to go for between these 3 medals, because again, HD Era and Ava and HD Ava are the ones that are top tier in my opinion out of these 5 foretellers. And my phone just turned off. Sorry about that. But yeah, if you're trying to figure out as to which one it is that you want to go for, it really depends on which attribute you need to, say, make it stronger. So take example, for myself, I didn't need a set or Gula. Even though a set, it is a power, an upright power, and I do need upright power because mine is it's pretty bad in my opinion. I feel like it could be better. But the only reason I didn't pull for HDS set or Gula was because of the fact that I did not use these medals at all during the 2nd anniversary or after the 2nd anniversary. So I figured, I'm just gonna skip them. But again, if you are wanting to pull for any of these 3 at least, and say you already have Era and you want one of these, go with whichever it is that you need to make your attribute stronger. So if your magic is weak, go for Envy. Your power is weak, go for a set. If your speed is weak, go for Gula. These medals right here, again, just to sum up everything, they are good medals. They are gonna get replaced maybe after, like, say, maybe after anniversary again, maybe after a month or so. But as of right now, they do have some uses for them. But of course, do think about when they do get replaced, they're not going to be replaced, or more than likely they might not get replaced by something better. They might get replaced by something that might be a little bit weaker, that doesn't do every single thing that all of these medals in general do. So definitely give that a thought though, guys. I mean, again, you don't really need these medals right now, but they, you know, depending on your Keyblade setups, your medal inventory, you know, and other little things here and there. It really depends on a lot of things, but of course, I mean, I don't know everybody's setup, but it just depends on what it is exactly that you need. You know, not something that you just want to get just to have it, because what if something pops up later during anniversary and then you're just like, oh man, I screwed up, I should have waited. So yeah, definitely think about that, guys. But in my opinion, again, Era for power, Ava for balance, and then either one of these 3 to maybe try to help out any attribute medals that you have, any attribute type setups that you're trying to focus on to make stronger. But anyways though, guys, let me go ahead and close that up. Make sure to definitely go check out Damo's video and Damo's channel, and if you have a Twitter, make sure to go follow him on Twitter. Everything will be down in the description below. Thank you so much, Damo. I know that you know, I know you told me that I did not have to ask you for permission to do it, but I feel like something just told me that it was the right thing to do. But anyways though, guys, if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see some more future KHUX content, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And as always, guys, I will see you guys next time.